The day Mary died, her family's world collapsed without warning. Just weeks earlier, life had finally begun to smile on her and her husband. His business in Accra was doing well, and they had moved into their own home in East Legon. Their house was filled with laughter, plans, and hope for the future. Then, suddenly, Mary was gone. She left behind a 1-year-old daughter named Araba. Mary's husband was consumed by grief. He barely spoke. He barely ate. He spent hours sitting alone, staring into space, holding nothing but sorrow. A family member moved into the house to help care for the baby, trying to keep the household together. But even as the family mourned, something else quietly entered their lives. About 3 months after Mary's burial, a young woman named Felicia began visiting the house. She worked as a salesgirl at Mary's husband's shop. At first, she claimed she was coming to deliver shop documents. Soon, she started arriving with food. Then she began acting as though the house belonged to her. What made the situation unsettling was that Felicia's behavior was not new. Even before Mary's death, she had often stood too close to Mary's husband at the shop. Mary had noticed it as well. Once, Mary had remarked that Felicia looked at her husband like a plate of food, hungry and watchful. At the time, no one took it serious. As Felicia grew more comfortable in the house, strange things began to happen. Whenever she went near baby Araba, the room would suddenly feel unnaturally cold, the kind of cold that tightened the skin. And then, without warning, the scent of Mary's shea butter lotion would fill the air, the exact one she had always used. The most frightening moment happened in the nursery. Felicia was found holding the baby, smiling, but her smile was strange. Her eyes were wide and fixed. The scent of shea butter filled the space. Baby Araba went completely silent. She did not cry. She did not move. She simply stared over Felicia's shoulder, as though someone else was standing there. The atmosphere felt heavy and wrong. Then came the dress. One afternoon, Felicia was seen wearing Mary's favorite dress, the one Mary loved the most. She claimed she had spilled water on her own clothes and needed something else to wear. When confronted, Mary's husband defended her. It became clear that Felicia was gaining ground. Not long after, the situation crossed a final line. One morning, Felicia was seen stepping out of Mary's husband's bedroom, wearing his shirt. When questioned, he said something that silenced the room. He said, "Mary would want me to be happy." That same day, Felicia went into the bedroom to collect her belongings. She came out shaking. Her eyes were wide with terror. Her lips trembled, but no words came out. Without explanation, she ran out of the house. She disappeared for 3 weeks. Then, one evening, she returned with Mary's husband. As they sat together in the living room, Felicia gently stroked his cheek. At that moment, the light bulb above them shattered. Glass fell around her. In the dim light, Felicia began screaming, not at anyone present, but at something unseen. She cried, begged, and backed away from an empty space in the room, as if something horrifying stood before her. Then she ran, barefoot, bleeding, crying. She never returned for her belongings. A week later, Mary's husband received a message from Felicia. She said she had gone back to her village and begged him never to contact her again. From that day on, the strange cold vanished. The scent of Mary's shea butter disappeared. Peace returned to the house. In time, Mary's husband met a kind woman named Abina, who loved baby Araba as her own. And yet, some believe Mary never truly left. They believe she stayed watching, protecting, and guarding her child and her home, because a wife's anger is stronger than death.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.